pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first thing we got to do is open a public hearing on 2018 budget amendments. Jody will tell us what she's up to, what she wants to do.
What I wanna do. Well, as you know, a while back, we did purchase that asphalt zipper that we waited to do the public hearing or do a budget amendment on that, knowing that we would probably maybe have others. So we need to, in the general fund, we need to do the amendment for the loan in the revenue side, and then the expenditure for the purchase of that. And then couple housekeeping things. When I did the budget for professional services in planning, I didn't calculate right, so I was off by $1,000, so I increased that on the second page. And then on fire protection, when Steve was here, he said that they were had decided, because of some of their equipment being out of date, that instead of transferring to their capital improvement fund, they were actually gonna purchase this equipment. So what all this says is that instead of transferring it into their capital improvement fund, I just moved it up to supplies because they purchased some of their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just,
Hey Steve, stand up, Mom.
when I missed, when we did on the next page on the street maintenance, I missed doing the 5% transfer to the new gas tax monies that we need to have in order to be legal with that new gas tax money. Same, this is just, on the next page, in the special program, is just showing the transfer in of the $973, and then increasing the budget, so even though that really wasn't spent, but just paperwork in order so we know what we're doing for next year. And then in the sewer fund, we purchased the polymer system that we didn't know that we were going to purchase. So even though the budget is fine, I just did that for our recording purposes that we did that. The budget really wasn't overspent, it was just a matter of for my purposes, so I knew, and that's everything.
Anybody have any questions? Nobody? Okay, we will close the public hearing on the budget amendments. Okay, now we'll go to our city council business. Everybody had a chance to read the minutes of the June 5th council meeting.
I move we approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Been moved by Jill, seconded by Stuart to approve the minutes. All those, any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any request to be out of state between now and the 17th?
You guys were.
I know. Can I backdate my request?
Okay. Any unfinished business?
I don't think so.
Okay, start with the new business. We had, Jill and Mark, we interviewed Matt and Steve for the open my open city council position. We come up with a recommendation. Steve is our new council member. We appreciate Matt for putting his name in the hat too, and getting involved in it. So, I guess I get to swear in Steve.
You gotta vote.
Oh, okay, gotta have a vote on accepting Steve as our new council member. Somebody's gotta make a motion.
I'll move.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded that we swear Steve in as our new council member.
Do we need to vote on it?
Yeah, we
Yeah, you said, I'll say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Congratulations.
18 months you get it.
Someday I'll learn how to say Steve's name.
That's all right. Steve D is just fine.
Steve D is what we know him as. Okay. I, Stephen S. Dogiakos,
I, Steve Dogiakos,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect,
that I will support, protect,
and defend the Constitution of the United States,
and defend the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Montana.
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
I will discharge my duties of my office with fidelity.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity, so help me God.
Welcome, Steve.
Welcome. Make sure I got you in the frame. Yep, all right.
Not in the frame anymore.
It was in the frame.
Sorry. That's why it's got a case. It's getting there. Actually, I've already broken one of these. I had it 3 days. I broke the case, and they sent me another one. Said, careful. I was like, I was careful. Make a better case.
Okay. We need a motion so we can vote on the resolution 826, amending the fiscal budget for 17-18.
I move that we approve approve resolution number 826, amending the fiscal year budget.
Moved by Stuart, second by Joe, to approve resolution 826, amending the budget. Do we have any discussion?
Just to make sure this is what she just explained.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 826 passes. We put it on the agenda, so we hoping we could vote on the interlocal agreement on the airport. We finally got the agreement at about 4:30 last night. We've just got one question that Jen Stutz, our city attorney, wants to look at. So we're gonna postpone the vote on it until the 17th.
So I move that we table the vote on the airport interlocal agreement until our next council meeting.
Second.
Any discussion?
I don't have any questions.
Chairman,
Yeah.
the airport board meets on the 10th. There's some deadlines that they're starting to get up against on this. Is there any possible way that we could get something done before then? You'd have to have a special
Not
meeting.
without
I
a special
understand.
meeting, and that,
Won't work.
maybe, I don't know, we've got,
Kind of depends on when Jen gets back to us.
All right, well,
we can try, that's all I can, it kinda depends on when they're all available, sometimes that's very difficult. These
Right,
people.
no, I understand.
Are the deadlines coming up like for grants, or are they for?
There's some things coming up that they need to get moving on to keep doing what they're wanting wanting to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have them get a hold of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
we
there's
can,
something.
I mean, I think we can, I don't know, we'll make
Probably
every
pull it
effort
off
to
as
do
long
it.
as-
Yeah,
But, yeah,
well, and a lot of it depends on when we get back from Jennifer, cause, you know,
Right.
it's not by the 10th, that's a week from today,
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
So hopefully we can. Is there anybody got any?
Anything else?
I don't know this time, but to be honest, I didn't get it in time to review it. I mean, I have it on my
Right,
account, but
no,
I got it last night and not a good time.
Right,
to
like
be
I say,
looking at
it-
something because it's really busy right now.
Stay a little busy this week.
I finally had to start calling yesterday afternoon to see if anything would come up or. And I called the airport board and they knew nothing.
There's been some problems.
Cody, who's on the board right now?
David Hirschfeld.
Right,
Bill Woodhouse.
Bill Woodhouse, Eric Gunderson.
And Mike Campbell.
Mike Campbell, they're short,
They're short one because Scott,
Fairfield's
Scott
representative
Gainsborough resigned.
resigned.
who was the fourth one?
Bill Woodhouse.
I got Woodhouse.
Campbell.
Mike Campbell, yeah.
I like that.
I just don't write fast, cause if I do, I can't read it.
There's been a motion to table this. Do I have a second on that?
We had Stuart.
Or, no,
Steve.
I know we
seconded.
look similar.
The other has.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
I don't have to vote, do I? That's kinda nice.
Not unless there's a tie.
Okay. Back to Jody again on the contracts with the auditor.
we've had the same auditor for 3 years, they actually audit the school also. This is just going for another 3 years. I will say they're very good to work with, they're very helpful. You know, when you do something wrong, they tell you how to fix it, and it's not just, so it'd be my preference to stay with them. They do a lot of the auditing around the state of Montana. It's really hard to get an auditor anymore because with all of the new GASB stuff that comes down every year, most of the auditors are saying, we don't wanna do it anymore. It's so time consuming, and so, I would like for us to stay with these auditors.
Where are they out of?
The ones that come from here are from Helena and Billings.
And is this a 3-year contract?
Yes, it's actually 3 individual contracts, that's what the state wants, but it is 3 years.
Well, in the first year, when we were looking at them, they came up and talked to us, like as a council. So,
And they're pretty good about exit interview with, the president and the council and then the mayor, and they said they're really nice to work with year round, if you have a question, because rules change all the time, as we all know, so they're pretty good about being very helpful, getting back to you.
No, they are, I've worked with them and they are really good. I mean, they explain to you why.
Yeah, if I do something wrong, they explain how to fix it, not,
Right.
hey, you did this wrong.
not just take it for it.
Right, no, they've been good.
Good.
I'd entertain a motion to vote on the auditor contract.
I'll make a motion that we approve the auditor contract with Strongman
Been
Associates.
moved by Jill, and
I'll second it.
seconded by Stewart. Any discussion more? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Everybody had a chance to look at the claims? Not Steve.
Yeah, it's that one.
Jody's at the next meeting when we do the council.
We can do it then.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can do it now if you wanna, doesn't matter, that doesn't actually go on the agenda, so.
What was your question, Mark?
About council president, I didn't know when we voted in a council president.
We'll
We can do it.
do it. We'll put it on the agenda for next meeting.
Yeah, I missed that
by Mark, seconded by Stewart. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, report, city court report, none. Mike, Public Works.
I didn't print out a report this time, so I'll just kind of run through things. Wastewater from last month, we were doing really good, and then big rain came and, we ended up discharging to the lagoon again. We bumped up 1 million gallons a day in 24 hours. And we were discharging a tiny, the lagoon filled back up. We were discharging a little bit out of there. DEQ was notified, we were testing it. And as of this morning, it's no longer discharging. Yesterday, there was just a trickle. Monday's our normal sampling day, so we did sample that and sent it to energy labs. The only other thing going on with wastewater is the contractors for the line project were in town last week doing some preliminary work. I'm not sure when they're gonna start. Probably the end of this month or beginning of August. We got the Palmer system plugged in just yesterday, and we're gonna fire that up this week. Water plant, nothing going on there to speak of. We did get the asphalt grinder going in last month since the last meeting. We've torn up 3 or 4 sections of road. It's working really well. We are going to have to send that machine back, and get a smaller one.
You say it barely fits on the end of it.
Yeah, and what we originally purchased was a smaller one, and then they came back with this really good deal where we could get the bigger one for the same price, and I said, as long as it fits our loader.
It's a little too much for the loader.
Yeah, but we're able to use it in the meantime, and they're gonna get us another one, so. And parks have been going good, everything, I hope looks good for the Fourth of July, so. Any questions?
Did you, are you doing the goat, weed project at the water?
We did that, yeah,
You did it?
notes were in there, and they're gone.
Nice, so is it having an impact, can you tell yet, or is it still?
Well, we don't have to spray weeds in there, and that's
Yeah.
nice, cause it's right next to our water plant. It's helping, it's not solving the problem.
Yeah.
But better than
Keep
just
things
letting it go
green.
a while. This year worked better than the last 2 years. Last year we got them in a little late, and they didn't do as good a job of cleaning things off. This year we got them in there early, and they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, yeah.
It's maybe along those lines, or maybe it's for anyone, it's been about 3 weeks since I went by the community garden. How's the community garden? That was my question. Is it going wells, we have water and everything?
We don't have a water line in there yet. I patched in some water out of the hydrant for them. It is being metered.
Okay.
There's backflow preventer on it. Probably by the end of the month, we'll get a water line in there.
And they were very thankful, and I found this out just before I left 2 weeks ago, but they were very thankful that they weren't having to haul buckets of water in.
Yeah, no, that's kind of just a temporary deal. It's been busy with
Yeah.
the flood that we dodged and everything else. We just haven't had time to get to that one.
We were about 1 day away from having some water in town.
A few more inches is all it would have taken.
We got it over there where I showed you, and that was close to the guy,
Yeah,
by the
you know,
water plant.
Mike was a little concerned, it was getting pretty close to our well site, and when it backed off that last day, we come out of that pretty good. Our streets that we're working, I think look great.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think we're let them go for a month or so, and then hopefully chip seal in August or September. And before we do that, we'll try and tune them up a little bit more. They're coming out nice.
They're phenomenal.
I noticed last night, he did too good a job in front of the pavilion, cause there's somebody going down there about 40 miles an hour and picking up a cloud of dust.
Yeah, they didn't run their shocks.
So no, they,
Guess that's the next place we need speed bumps.
you know, As long as we keep working into the budget, which we are, it's, the learning process, you're gaining pretty good on it now. Now you get to the middle of town where you can really hear people talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna do that street, I can't remember which one it is, the one that goes by the wagon wheel and up. But we'll do that probably right before we chip seal, so it's not gravel for so long.
All right, no, but I haven't heard anything but good comments about it, so I haven't even heard anybody complain yet.
Well, good.
Jody, finance officer.
I already gave my speech.
You already did, you're good. Anything from the council? Steve, Stuart, Bill, Mark?
Nope.
I really don't have anything yet in the learning process, so give me a little bit of time, we'll get her, Jody's gonna thump on me somewhere along the line, but.
Nah.
And our new recorder, your name is?
Courtney Graves.
Glad to have you here, Courtney. I miss having Mel sitting back there, cause when I say something stupid, I get this look that I know. So if you hear me see something stupid, give me that one line. Cause I've been known to do that. Street and sidewalk, none. Zoning, see Karen Kelly wanted to build a fence. Public comment.
That time already?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you have to stand at the podium? That's
Yes.
the rule say that right back.
Yes, please.
Anyways, as many as you know, I put my hat in, or put through my name in the hat for the, council position. Mr. Steve appointed, I'm sure you got a good pick there, but if there's any other positions open, like boards, or if I can help out the city in any way, please do not hesitate to give me a call. You guys have my contact information now, and just looking to help out the community however I can.
Fair warning, watch out what you wish for.
Thank you, Matt.
That's it.
You said yes to a lot of things.
Would've been easier to be on the council.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt, we really appreciate it.
Yep.
We really do. Any other public comment?
I move that we adjourn.
Got a second?
I, thank you.
Okay. Gotta speak up, I don't hear really.
Fair enough.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Look,
Yeah.
start building that war chest.
Yeah.
18 months, right?
And, Stuart, thank you, and my brains are, we need to set a time for budget meeting.
Okay.
What's our timeline?
Before the 17th, we have to have, fuel done. And I've written my, I can show out spreadsheets of what I have.
Do I get a better picture of